Alright guys, so I wanted to do a video on a couple of products that I think are kind of unique, because I think we've reached a point where there are so many truly wireless earbuds that if you want your product to stand out, you kind of have to offer something different. Because if you don't have that Apple logo or Samsung's name behind it or Beats or something like that, most people won't pay any attention to you because it's not as marketed as some of those other companies. But the one thing to think about when looking at these products is to find out if these are actually useful, or are they more just gimmicky? Is it just something that they're offering to stand out, but not something that's really useful? So the first pair I want to tell you about is the Phiaton Bolt, and it's model BT 700 if you want to look them up that way. Now Phiaton, I have checked out their products in the past, and they had really impressive headphones back in the day. So I have really high hopes for these. They are $140, and I can only find them on Phiaton's website, but they are available for sale. I will put a link below if you guys are interested. So let's start with the fact that they're Bluetooth 5.0. They're IPX4 rated, so they are water resistant but not waterproof. So if you want to use these while working out, or if you want to use these near water in case something splashes on them, you're going to be okay. Now these do charge with micro USB, which again, in 2019, we need to move on from that. It was great that it was a nice cable back in the day, but it's really useless at this point. But the battery life on these, the earbuds themselves, you're going to get about 5 hours on a single use, and the case will charge them an additional 3 times. So total, you're going to get 20 hours before needing to charge the case. Now the cool thing about these is that they have voice control as far as Siri and Google goes. So you don't actually have to hit a button to activate these. You can just say, hey, and then it will activate your assistant. Now, there are actual physical buttons on both of these to be able to control your volume and your track control. Now, the earbuds are touch responsive on the outside to be able to play and pause the songs. The good thing about these, because a lot of people use these for phone calls, actually both of these models have dual microphones to be able to take calls. So it's going to pick up from both sides. It's not going to sound tinny. And I think both of these did a great job as far as taking calls. Now, the Phiaton does have the quick charge feature, so if you pick them up and your earbuds are actually dead, you can throw them in the case and a 15-minute charge will give you 1 hour of use. Now, that may not be a big deal to some, but there are a lot of people that pick up their earbuds after maybe leaving them out of the case and realizing that they're dead. Now, these do have a balanced armature driver, and so it's keeping it from sounding cluttered, it's keeping it from sounding muddy, and that's exactly what these are. In fact, this is probably the closest to a studio style sound that I've heard out of truly wireless earbuds. It does such a great job of pulling the treble away and pulling the mids out and vocals sounding really clear. The bass is good and tight. It's not overly punchy. It's not overwhelming. This is not a warm sounding earbud by any means. It's more a cleaner, crisper sound, and a lot of people are looking for this type of truly wireless earbud. Now, the other thing I do want to point on, because a lot of people usually ask this type of question when I review truly wireless earbuds, and I always forget to mention it, is the right earbud is the only one in this one that works independently. So you can't just pull the left one out and use it by itself, but you can do it with the right. Alright, so what makes this product unique? Because everything else I've listed so far, there's not necessarily a gimmick or anything that makes it stand out amongst some of the other ones. Well, the charging case on here actually can be used as a Bluetooth speaker. And to me, that's unique because what it's doing is it's taking the Bluetooth connection from the earbuds. So you don't have to pair the charging case separately. Whenever you put the earbuds into the case, you simply just turn the charging case on with the little Bluetooth button on the side, and it will simply connect to the phone that your earbuds were connected to. So what makes that useful is, let's just say you're somebody that's had a commute to work. Maybe you jog to work or wherever, and you're listening to music or listening to a podcast, and you want to be able to continue to do that at work, but you're not able to have earbuds in your ears at work. Well, you just simply pop them in here, and then you're able to listen to the speaker out loud. Now, the other thing that kind of, offsets that is, yes, you could just simply listen to your phone, but there are some jobs that do not allow you to have your phone out or have your phone visible. So the fact that you can just listen from this speaker just by putting the earbuds in is actually pretty useful. Now the speaker itself does not get very loud, but if you do have it close to you, like if it's sitting next to you at a desk, you will definitely be able to hear it. It's really clear. It really does not have much low end, so there's not a whole lot of bass. But here is a sound test here.
Power on.
Now, like I said, the Phiaton Bolt, the BT 700s, are available for, I think it's $139 on Phiaton's website, which again, there is a link below if you want to look up any more info. And this product is very unique. This is the Pamu Slide. You guys are probably saying, I've never heard of that company. That's exactly where I was at when they reached out. They were the ones that also had the Pamu Scroll. It's a little case that kind of rolled out to keep your earbuds in. And right now, this is simply just an Indiegogo campaign. These aren't actually available to buy. And to be honest, I don't even know the price of these. They were sent to me. I don't know the price, but I do know all the details. And I do know that they sound amazing. But I will have a link down below to their Indiegogo page. That way you can kind of keep up when the pricing's available or when these are available and more info just in case you're interested. So to start with, these do have Bluetooth 5.0 as well. And these actually use the Qualcomm QCC 3020, and that's a newer chip, which is giving you really incredible connection. And the fact that both of these are Bluetooth 5.0, you can know that you're gonna watch YouTube videos, Netflix and stuff like that, and not have to worry about lag. Again, that is really important with truly wireless earbuds. Now these are IPX6 water resistant. Again, neither one of these are waterproof, but both of these are earbuds that you can use while working out, or if water kind of splashes on them, you don't have to freak out. They will still work. The one thing I do like about these is, yes, they do have the AirPod look with the stem, but everything is touch control. It's no physical buttons. You're not actually pushing and jamming these into your ear. It is very, very simple to use. You just pop them in and you're good to go. It really does have the AirPod type feel to it, but it gives you a better seal because of the way these fit into your ear. So it's doing a good job of isolating and kind of blocking everything else out around you. Now this one does charge with USB-C. So that right there wins brownie points right off the bat with me. Now the cool thing about this, and another thing that's really something unique, this isn't the feature for these, but the earbuds themselves get around 10 hours of battery life before you need to charge them in the case. Now the case is going to charge them an additional 5 times, so you're going to get roughly 60 hours of battery life before you even need to charge the case. Now you can see the case itself is kind of thick, so it's adding some bulk, but that's where the battery comes in, and I think that is more than a fair trade-off to be able to get really good battery life out of truly wireless earbuds just to add a little bit of bulk. Now the silicone tips that come on these, I did notice that it picks up lint and stuff very easily, so I spent a lot of time just kind of cleaning them off, but that's just because I'm kind of picky with that. Most people may not care, but that is something I do want to point out. Now both earbuds on these do work independently. So if you just want to use the right ear, you can, or if you just want to use the left ear, you can, and you don't have to worry about only having the right one to be able to use. Now the sound on these is very, very clean. The bass is present, but it does not overpower, and it doesn't distort. And I think the fact that these don't get really loud is also playing into the fact that the bass and the volume doesn't cause them to distort. They do have a little bit more punchier bass than the Phiatons do, but again, both of these are really tight. They're not an overly warm sounding pair of earbuds. Both are really clean and crisp, but if you like a little bit more punch in your sound, the Pamu does a great job of that. All right, so what makes this pair stand out? First off, let's look at the fact that this case just slides and it looks really, really cool. And if you take the earbuds out and put them in, you can see that the battery indicator is on this front like mesh screen. And again, you know, it's just cosmetic, but it is something that stands out and I think looks really cool. But on the back, you see the little power button. Now, if you press this twice, it'll turn the case on, which you can turn upside down, and then you can put your phone on the back of it and use this as a wireless charger. Wireless charging is pretty much in all the new flagship phones. A lot of people that use their truly wireless earbuds are using the earbuds also knowing that it's killing your battery at the same time on your phone. So if you're at your desk, or let's say you're on a plane and you're using your earbuds, you can simply just put them on the back of this case. It will wirelessly charge your phone while you're using the earbuds. That is really convenient, and actually I think is a huge advantage over a lot of truly wireless earbuds, because battery life, you don't want to kill your phone, but you do want to listen to your music. Now, that will drain the battery from the case, so that 50 to 60 hour total that you're getting, if you're going to use the back for wireless charging, do know that you're not going to get that many cycles of charging before you have to charge the case. So that is the Pamu Slide. The Slide name comes from the case. As you can see, it just simply slides at the top. These, again, I don't have a price for, so I don't really know. I do know that I have enjoyed using these a lot. I love the sound. I love the convenience of the case. I like the way that these fit. Both of these are excellent pair of truly wireless earbuds, like, again, that most people are not going to hear about. And if they didn't offer these unique features, it would be one of those that is really hard for you to stumble on. So I wanted to tell you guys about these products. The Phiaton coming in at $140. I really would like that to be somewhere between $100 and $120. If I were to put a price on the Pamu, I would also say this one could probably be somewhere between $100 to $120, and I would feel good recommending either one of those at that price range. But guys, that is my video on telling you guys about, two products that I think offer unique features. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.